Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Christensen, and this is my persuasive speech for public speaking. I want to just show my audience. So, this is my audience right here. All right, let's get down to business here. Now, when you think about dog breeds, what do you think is like the most vicious dog breed? Well, according to listverse.com, the most powerful, most vicious dog, just vicious dog, would be the Chihuahua. Well, what do you think about that? Well, you're probably thinking most vicious, like a Chihuahua being vicious? Well, no. It's they're not suitable for young kids. Also, the other type of dogs that are not suitable for young kids are that was made the list was beagles and Dalmatians. Now, with Dalmatians, everybody loves the movie 101 Dalmatians and stuff like that. But in reality, they're a very hyper dog, and they will uh, be a little bit more too happy for smaller, younger kids. Now, if I can quote Cesar Milian is a gentleman who is a professional dog therapist. And what he says is a breed is like a suit of clothes. It doesn't tell you anything about the dog inside. Well, the reason that I'm having this whole entire presentation is to inform my audience that pit bulls are not a vicious dog, and they just get a bad rap actually. And it's all how you train the dog. If I can quote another thing, it's not like spoons don't get people fat, it's the actual people that get fat. It's not the spoon's fault. All right. So that's another case in point. But I just wanted to kind of bring that up. Pit bulls are known as the American sweetheart during the first half of the 20th century. They were common pets for even famous people, including Theodore Roosevelt. So, what happened? In the 1980s, everything took a turn for the worse for pit bulls. Pit bulls were always used for guard dogs just due to their obedient nature, so drug dealers and gangs in the 80s can use them to their advantage. Also in the 80s, illegal dog fighting made a comeback, and you can also guess what that type of choice of dog was. And in 1987, there was a national news story about a 2.5-year-old boy getting killed by a pit bull in California guarding a marijuana farm. You can imagine how people thought about pit bulls after that. So, pit bulls did not all of a sudden just turn bad in the 80s. It was just been people starting to misuse them. People started to blame the dog and not the owners. Pit bulls are not naturally aggressive, they are just trained to be that way. So, what about the people who say pit bulls' jaws are so powerful they're just so dangerous? Well, that statement is simply just not true. Did you know that a German Shepherd has a more powerful bite force than a pit bull? Or how about a bull mastiff has more than double the size of the bite force? Well, you're probably wondering, what is bite force? Well, according to the scientific term, the bite force is the measurement of the amount of pressure that a dog can bite. Obviously, the greater the pressure down, the more potential damage that it can do some damage. So that argument is out of the question. Truth is, the reputation for pit bulls have been given is completely undeserved. We need to realize that dogs are not the problem, but the humans that misuse them. Aggressive pit bulls are almost always to be the product of abuse, neglect, or both. It's irresponsible for breeders and owners who blame them for the breeder's negative image. Every step forward we take is followed by a step back. Currently, Florida is attempting to overturn a breed-specific legislation, where in Fond du Lac, in Wisconsin, is considering and imposing a new ban. Pit bulls have a bad reputation, and it's been so deeply ingrained in our culture that a kind of racism has developed against them. We need to work together to change this image. So please go ahead and do your own research and about them. And if you don't believe me, how about you go to the dog pound and you see for yourself? I dare you. Now, remember, we are always taught not to judge a person by their skin tone or nationality. So why would we do the same to dogs? There's a lot of different information out on the internet about this. Uh, Go to Caesar's Way, uh, Jaw Power, Love to Know. There's also Pet Finder and Listverse. Well, thank you so much and have a great day.